Now, when it comes to wholesalers, obviously the whole goal is trying to get as many quality motivated sellers as we can for the cheapest cost. And this is exactly a breakdown of the biggest mistakes that I see beginner wholesalers making when they're doing digital marketing in order to get motivated sellers. Now, the first biggest mistake I consistently see with beginner wholesalers is spending too much money way too quickly. There's obviously a very hot commodity right now in the wholesaling space because it's very easy to do, which is pay per lead. Obviously, there's other things like direct mail, PPC, all this other stuff to get inbound motivated sellers. However, this is where we run into a big issue because you're spending money on motivated sellers that you're not ready to close yet because you don't have good enough sales skills, you don't have good enough connections to actually monetize the deal, and you're going to get yourself into a lot of trouble because now you're paying a lot of money for these leads and not being able to capitalize on them with your full potential. And that's, in my opinion, if you are a beginner wholesaler, all you should be doing at this point, especially if you are starting out with $0, which most of us do, is doing outbound cold calling or anything in the outbound space by making cold calls, whether that's to niche lists like foreclosures, probates, anything like this, or if you want to call in an automatic dialer to a big large list of people in your city, go ahead and do that as well. But when you are in the beginning stages, you are simply not going to be able to outmarket the people who have bigger pockets. And so when you do this, outbound is going to get you the best deals that you can possibly get when you don't have much money to outspend all of your competitors, and especially when you're in the beginning, you don't have much credibility either. So catching people at the exact right time is very important when getting motivated sellers, especially when you're in the beginning stages. You don't understand how to transact deals properly, monetize them to the fullest, and be on your best A game. The second biggest issue I see with wholesalers who are actually running and spending money on marketing is running brandless marketing. And what I mean by this is you're running direct mail campaigns, you're running all these different things like PPC, your landing page, everything like this is not tied to a brand whatsoever. So for example, my company name, Sue Empire Home Buyers. What we like to do is obviously our website's ranking, profiles ranking, and our PPC campaign is ranking, and it's all tied to our company name, Sue Empire Home Buyers. But along with this, we also run our direct mail campaigns with our company name all over it, with our website URL and the same phone number we have on Google as well, Sue Empire Home Buyers, all over it. That way people have a brand recognition, along with running Facebook ads with our company name all over it, Sue Empire Home Buyers. And what that creates is a brand recognition to people that you're actually a company. So when you send out direct mail, they see your Facebook ad, they see you on Google for whatever reason, and they now recognize your brand. So maybe if they aren't ready to sell right now or immediately, they're gonna think of you next time they are, whether that's 6 months, a year, a few years down the road. And that's why brand recognition is super, super important, because if you send them a mailer, if they see a Facebook ad, your landing page sucks, your PPC headlines and ad in general is not very good, and they don't have a brand recognition for you, they're gonna see it that one time and completely forget about you for good. But at least when you have a brand recognition, you have a fighting chance for them to remember you, or at least give you a shot to give them a cash offer and actually get the deal. The third biggest issue, and honestly the most common one right now that I'm seeing, especially in this new era of wholesaling, is chasing the wrong places to get motivated sellers. More times than not, I am seeing so many people who are coming to me in my local market who are giving offers on people in the MLS and giving offers to people who are for sale by owner. Now, I'm not saying this doesn't work, because it's worked for us in the past, and obviously those deals were 1 in a million. However, if you're giving offers on the MLS and giving offers to FSBOs, you've got the game completely backwards. And I know with MLS deals and for sale by owner deals, it's very easy because there is a KPI to this. Every 1 out of 20 offers are getting accepted, or whatever the case may be. However, these are not good deals. Where you get the biggest spread on deals is by getting access to the deals that nobody else knows about. Of course, when they're on the market or they're for sale by owner, everybody can see them. They've probably gotten multiple lowballs already. Now, it takes a very strategic listing and a very strategic seller to want to accept and a realtor as well to accept an offer that low. And so that's why I'm not a fan of this at all, because even if you do get a good deal on here, the margins are going to be so thin that it's not worth giving all the offers and all those people getting upset with you when you can run other pieces of marketing that you can get deals that no one else has access to. That way you can monetize and get these deals that are actually with massive, massive profit margins rather than getting these tiny little base hit deals on the market. Now, the last thing I'm going to go over, and it's super, super common with people, is to underestimate exactly what they need to do for marketing and just simply not doing enough. Whether that's outbound sources or inbound sources, people are not doing enough. You're not making enough cold calls. You're not spending enough money to actually get you to where you need to go. Now, this is a great example. When I was in the beginning stages of wholesaling, I was only making, 10 hand dials per day in my first couple weeks that I just started. And I realized I'm only talking to maybe 1 or 2 people every single week. And obviously, as we all know, if you're a little bit experienced in the wholesaling space, that talking to 1 to 2 of people a week when you're doing outbound cold calling is not going to get you deals. You may get super lucky, but that's just not the case. What I changed up as well, I switched over to actually using an automatic dialer. Using an automatic dialer for 4 to 6 hours a day, then the rest of the 2 hours, we're dialing people in pre-foreclosure or going to probate. Now, what I've done is I've now turned into 2 conversations a week with an automatic dialer, and now having 20 to 30 to 40 to 50 conversations every single day on a dialer, on top of targeting these niche lists. So it saved me so much time by 100xing my conversations. And that was a big part of what changed my business, because now we started getting consistent deals to then invest now into inbound marketing, which what got us our website, PPC, and our Google presence that we have today. And of course, when I started getting some consistency, then I started to look into the PPC world, as a lot of us do. And I was only spending $50 a month on PPC, and I thought that was gonna do something or randomly get some kind of lead. And it definitely didn't. As you all can probably tell, it definitely did not work. And it was just because I was not spending enough. Obviously, my PPC campaign was not very good, and even if I spent a lot of money, maybe it was for the better that I didn't. However, spending not enough money was a big problem there. So if you're ever wondering, man, I'm not getting deals, I have all my things in place, what can I be doing better? And it's simply, most of the answers to that question is going to be doing more, whether it's spending more money or making more calls, whatever the case may be, but it usually can be mitigated by the unluckiness that you're having, can be mitigated by just simply doing more.